Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm not gonna be too long on this video. I just want to jump into right with everything. If you don't know me, my name is Stay Evolved, and I've been a Twitch streamer for about 2 years on and off. And I feel like I've learned a lot when it comes to your mental health and what Twitch can do to you if you're not careful and not aware of what's going on. So instead of making the mistake that I did, I just want to present this video so I can help somebody before they go down that road. Um, and I just want to say that Twitch has changed my life, at times, and I'm so grateful for everybody that I've met. And this is also going to be part of an apology video and kind of explaining my own experiences with Twitch and why I stopped and why I'm going to pursue it again. But this video is for you. So if you are streaming, thinking about streaming, or already deep into streaming, and you need a little bit of wisdom and guidance or help, please watch this video. I recommend this to a friend that is trying to get into Twitch streaming. So the first thing that I can say is please be prepared. There's 3 points I want to make, and being prepared is probably the most important thing about Twitch. Let me tell you something. I am just gonna discuss mainly of my childhood trauma, and that has been people pleasing. That is my biggest thing, and it really sucks because when it comes to Twitch, you kind of gotta amplify that as an entertainer. So you can already see how Twitch can bring out that childhood trauma when it comes to maintaining views, trying to get people in your stream, trying to grow, all those things that you have to give to get, if you know what I mean. Um, so if you have childhood trauma, then you're gonna have to learn to say, or if you have people pleasing childhood trauma like me, you're gonna have to learn how to say no and prepare yourself for that. There's gonna be many times during stream, during an event, during Discord, whatever, people outside the stream want to hit you up and talk to you. You're gonna have to find time for yourself, and that is one thing that I could not get out of is being able to say no. You got to prepare yourself to be the bad guy at times, even though what you're doing isn't bad, but it's gonna happen because you're going to get. You're literally. I don't care who you are, cause I thought that I was cool. I thought that I was strong enough. I'm freaking Christian, and I don't really care too much about fame or people loving me or people caring for me or whatever. As long as I got like a handful of people that I love, I'm cool. But even I got sucked into worrying about my views, worrying about if I'm being good enough, worrying about if people are happy and satisfied, worrying about if I can maintain these people, these relationships. And I would do a bunch of things just to make sure that I was doing right for everybody. And that is something that you got to prepare for. My biggest thing is please learn how to say no. And you're going to get sucked into that one way or another. So please uh, just keep that in mind that you got to look out for yourself. I don't know what your preparation looks like. I don't know what steps you are going to take for you to be able to take care of yourself, but you need to understand that you come first, and this is just streaming. These are people on the internet. Um, you can make genuine connections with people on the internet. My girlfriend currently is somebody that I met through Twitch, so you can make an amazing relationships through Twitch. Oh my gosh, she's texting me right now. You can make amazing connections through Twitch and stuff, but there's a lot of times where you gotta tell people no, and there's a lot of times where you got to look out for yourself and think about that. So I'm just letting you know that you can definitely do it. Okay, um, just take as much time or whatever that you need because it's not just going live and then getting a bunch of subs and you're just cool. Like The biggest problem isn't what happens um, on stream. Technical difficulties, blah blah blah. People overlook that. People don't care about that. The biggest problem is what happens after you end that stream button. After you end that live button, and you're like, dang, should I keep streaming? Dang, I didn't get enough views today. Am I doing good enough? Dang, is my content good? Dang, I don't know what content to make. Like, that's where the problem lies, and you need to prepare for that. So I'm just trying to help you so that you know these are things that I didn't even know about Twitch that people aren't really talking about. They always talk about how to grow, how to do this. Um, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of videos I watch, but nobody never told me about the dark side, I feel like, of Twitch, and how you really need to have a strong mental health to even go about this. So my next point I want to make is to please take breaks. Rather that be if you stream like maybe 3 days a week, 4 days a week, or whatever, and you got the weekend, that's a good break. Sometimes I used to take a week off, and I wouldn't stream anymore for about a week, and I would come back and I'll feel great, energized, refreshed, and ready. But you please know that breaks are going to hurt your stream if you only stream on Twitch, and that's another mistake that I made is by only streaming on Twitch, and I need you to have other resources of people coming into your streams and stuff like TikTok and YouTube, because there's going to be times where you may not feel like streaming. There's going to be times where you're not going to bring in the same amount of people as you did yesterday, and but your YouTube videos are going to be there forever. Your TikToks or whatever is going to be there forever. I still have videos from TikTok that blew up that are still growing, and YouTube videos that were growing while I was in my depressive state. Um, so I would just say make content at other places because you're going to take breaks. And I did not do that because I seen so much success in the method I was doing on Twitch that I got super lazy. I didn't feel like ending my stream, clipping it, putting it on YouTube or whatever, when I could have been growing in both. And now I want to do YouTube more than Twitch when I could have been growing my YouTube this whole time with Twitch. So you just gotta understand everything that I'm saying. Breaks are really, 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 really important. And just to talk a little bit more about that is, I used to take week breaks and stuff, and I would come back good. But recently, I took like basically the whole summer. I didn't stream for the whole summer, and now I'm back to having a handful of people. And I used to average like 25 to 30 people, and I hate to say it, I low key did it on purpose because of the first point that I made in the video. I struggle with people pleasing, and the reason why I took a break is because I was going through a phase where I was kind of learning who I was, and I was starting to let go of everything that was having a hold on me and was having um was having a hold on my mental health. Whether that be people in my life, whether that be my attachment to things, I just wanted to let go. And unfortunately, that's probably not the best way I handled it. I ghosted my community, which I'm deeply sorry for, because I could have at least gave people an explanation on where I was and what I was doing. That's probably the main reason why people like feel some type of way about me, if they do, if they even care, because I would feel some type of way about that, and I understand. I may not ever get back to who I was. No, I'm definitely gonna get back to who I was. I'm definitely gonna get back to how my streams used to be, but it's definitely gonna be a slower process than it was when I first started. Um, because I understand why people would feel some type of way about that, but I did what I had to do. For the first time ever, I actually felt free from people's opinions, people's judgment. Felt free if I may not get the love. I didn't care. I may not get the money I was making. I didn't care. I just genuinely focused on my mental health, and that was it. I didn't worry about trying to maintain a friendship. I'm trying to not a friendship. I'm trying to maintain a viewer or anything like that, or trying to get back to streaming because I was scared of falling off when that's exactly what I wanted to do. And now it's obviously a slower grind, but I got a handful of people that I genuinely care about, and it's just been a great time, you know. Um, I got my IRL friends. I'm just a lot more happy when I press that live button now, because back then I was just trying so hard to maintain the viewership that I had, just trying to maintain 20 to 30 views, and it just wasn't making me happy. I would end stream and I would just sit there and look at my screen, bro. It's depressing. Like, after giving the best stream of my life, bro. You know, sometimes I would end stream and be like, oh my gosh, I went crazy. But then there'd be other times where I'm just like, damn, I really like don't know how much longer I can do this. And that's just what it was. If you seen my old streams, you would know that I put a lot into it. I put a lot of energy. I put a lot of my mental health. I put a lot of hype and love and just everything. I gave it my all. I used to give it my all every single stream. And deep down, I knew that I just wanted to be that person that could just go live and play the game, and people would just love me for who I am. Which I feel like people did love me for who I am, but they only saw one side of me. I didn't get to show them my chill side. I didn't get to show them when I just wanted to sit here and play the game. And yeah, so hopefully this time that's what we can do. Um, and my last point that I wanted to make is, please communicate with your community. If you do get to a point where you're starting to grow a little bit with your community, one big thing that you can take away from me that I did wrong is to please let your yeses be yes and your no's be no's. And please communicate with your community when you're not feeling well, when you're not streaming, when you're going live, when you're not going live, when you are just want to do something chill, when you don't want to talk to nobody. Like, communicate all of that, because they come out, share your stream, spend time with you, support you, talk to you when they don't have to. They could be doing anything that they want, and it's kind of disrespectful. Especially the route I took of just like ghosting and not saying anything. It's really disrespectful when people put their time investing into you, and you are not giving them that same energy back and communicating. So I would say, please just communicate and talk to them when you feel like a sudden change in your mental health or yourself. And if they genuinely love you as a community, they'll be understanding. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, that's one big thing that I would feel like I would change. Is I wouldn't change my breaking. I wouldn't change my I wouldn't change me just leaving for a long period of time just to find myself. I would just change the way I handle things and how I should have communicated. So, once again, if anybody from my community, if you have been supporting me in the past few years, I do want to say sorry for everything that was going on. And there's just a lot of other factors that I might briefly talk about at the end of the video, but you know, I was really just trying to find myself as a person. I had so much anger and hurt and just bitterness built up, and I didn't love myself. I didn't have faith in myself that I was able to continue to be a good streamer or whatever for y'all. And I was really insecure about a lot of things. I found myself getting jealous at times, and I found myself just being consumed by views and all that stuff. Um, and it happens. I'm human. I'm owning up to it. I'm being honest. Like, this is why I'm trying again, because I know that there are people that genuinely do care about me and my streams, and I genuinely do want to show them that I can be a good streamer and all that stuff. But it's just gonna take some time again, bro. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the taste test. My girl got me some yeah, whatever. So much love to everybody here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always great to talk to everybody. I will start the Overwatch grind once again. I'm gonna try and get top 500 in the tank. I really do miss making Overwatch videos, so I'm definitely about to be on that grind again. So much love to everybody, bro. Um, I will be streaming. I'm still trying to come up with a schedule. By the time this video comes out, I'll put the schedule in the description below if anybody want to check it out. But I'm glad. I want to do more videos like this where I'm just sitting here talking and kind of pouring my heart out and giving y'all the real and the actual behind these things that people care about so much. I bet any content creator that's made it can tell you that it's not easy, and it's not simply because of just streaming in general, but everything else after that. So y'all seen Tfue crying. You hear about these people being depressed and all that. Like it's really a lot, and it's not just the physical work, but the mental health and emotional side of Twitch. So other than that, much love to everybody here. Thank you guys for enjoying the video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see everybody later. Peace.